So this is Kyle journey for hair transplant, and he's gonna share the audience what he went through and those stuff. But before that, I'm gonna show what Kyle looked like before, and that was him. We did around 3,000 something chain, or 30 over 3,200 somewhere around there, and you can see quite a bit. That's before and a year later, and I rebuilt the hairline for him. Again, you need both an artist and a surgeon to really give you the most natural hairline. You see how beautiful this hairline is. And look back here. Okay, so go ahead, Kyle. The stage is yours. So why don't you share from the beginning?
My name's Kyle. I originally started noticing my hair loss probably around when I was, I'd say 25, which wasn't too surprising to me because my family, all the men have a long history of just pretty progressive hair loss. So it wasn't surprising to me, but it was still something that I wanted to kind of fight against if possible, because it kind of affected my self-esteem a little bit, and you want to feel confident when you go out, and I think as much as being a little narcissistic, it would be nice to look your best, it helps with how you go through life. And I basically started researching, and I know that there's a couple surgeons up in San Mateo County, San Francisco County, and there's quite a few in Santa Clara County as well. That's how I originally ran across Dr. Diep. A lot of people, reviews, all the websites, everyone had nothing but nice things to say about him. Good hair density, good customer service. At the same time, the whole process is really laid out in steps. They have like a large, I guess you could say, a little pamphlet that tells you what you should wear to the surgery date, what you should be prepared for, everything from even recovery. They take care of you, and they're always only a phone call away, at least for me, in my personal experience. Definitely have to say that the healing time was a little painful for a little bit, but it's worth it. That's one thing I have to definitely say, is it's worth it beyond a doubt. When I first showed up in the morning, it started around 6 a.m., 7 a.m.?
Yeah, 5:30.
5:30 a.m.? Yeah, it was even earlier. Yeah. I don't remember the day that well. They give you some medication to kind of help you calm down. They do give you a medication called Versed, which helps you kind of forget things a little bit. But it's not a bad thing to forget. It's a long operation. It's about 7 hours?
No, it's actually 10 to 12 hours.
10 to 12 hours.
We do the FUE.
It felt shorter.
Yeah. That's what Versed does, in Xanax and Valium.
It really helps forget the day.
The perception of 2-3 hours,
It felt like only 2 to 3 hours, I can tell you that. It's a comfortable chair. You're going to have everybody kind of around you, making sure you're ready to do everything. They want to make sure that you're clothed correctly, because you have to make sure you come with a dress shirt. You don't want to be doing this, taking shirts and touching the surgery area and so on. When you lay back, they'll give you the medication, and then from there on, things start to get a little hazy for me personally. They do get you lunch. I kind of remember a second of eating, and then everything else is black after that. And then I woke up probably around 6 p.m. And everything was done. No pain, no anxiety, nothing strange. And then just ended up going home. The pain after the surgery was a little intense for the first day, but thankfully it kind of reduced, I'd say within an hour. They give you pain medication, everything that you need to help get through it. I think it's one thing to make mention of, that should try not and mess with the area. There's a lot of scabbing, there's a lot of things that show up, and you have to just kind of be patient with it. I am as you can see, I'm a very pale white man. If you've done your research, that pale white men are usually the ones who scar the worst, or have a chance of scarring the worst, and it lasts the longest too. I got lucky. My scars are almost unnoticeable. The scars actually went away earlier than normal for most pale white men. Mine went away around 6 months. I can shave down to a 1 or 2 on the sides, and I have no scarring whatsoever, except for one little spot right here. because this comes back around to what I said earlier about being patient. Don't mess with anything, because when you're not patient and you pick at something, it can remain there for a while. So the only little scar I have is from me being impatient from a little zit that I had from the hair growing back in. So when you're in recovery, just be patient, don't mess with things, follow the procedure, follow antibiotics, follow everything that you must, and you should have no scarring, at least in my personal experience.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And when did the hair start growing in for you?
Well, for a second, it looked like it wasn't gonna grow in. I got a little nervous. I was this close to pick up the phone and call in the office, but then because originally it falls out, and it eventually just started growing in, and that's when I started to kind of calm down a little bit. I'd say about the 5th to 7th month, I saw little baby hairs, maybe a little bit more than that, and then for some reason around the 9th month, everything just started exploding with growth. That's when the thick hairs started going in, the small baby hairs became more thick, and the front area really started filling in around 9-10 months. And to be honest with you, most of this hair that you see right here is in the last 4 months. It just really, for me personally, it expounded in the last 4 months for some odd reason. But I talked to other people, and theirs usually starts around 6 to 7 months, so it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that everything you see is without Rogaine, without Propecia. I don't mean take the B vitamin supplements, which I'm going to start doing soon, but this is just Dr. Diep's work. No one else's help, no other supplements whatsoever.
Okay, good. No topic, no concealer. This is always real natural hair.
No extra help at all.
Well, thank you, Kyle, for sharing your experience with the audience.
Absolutely.
And take care.